One of my favorite shrubs are hydrangeas. We've talked about them before, but it's a reoccurring question I get is when do you prune them and how do you prune them? Now, not all hydrangeas have to be pruned. For example, these are the old-fashioned mop tops, also called Macrophilias. Now, these you don't have to prune necessarily unless you want to contain their size. But when you do prune, you want to prune from the crown, the bottom. Go ahead and prune out all the old stems, leave the fresh new stems, because remember, they're going to bloom on new buds that are coming out from last year's growth. Now, there are other varieties of hydrangeas, though, that you want to prune every single year. For example, right here we have the Annabelle Hydrangea. What I do is I can either cut these with with one of my trimmers, with my gas trimmer, or I can hand prune them. I usually prune them in half, maybe about 18 inches from the bottom. The reason why we prune these is they bloom from new growth, unlike the mop top varieties. There's also another variety called Tardivas. Those hydrangeas also have to be pruned every year so they bloom on the new growth. If you do that, they're going to bloom strong for you each and every year. Now, you can always keep them contained. Macrophilias, like these old-fashioned ones, you can trim off maybe halfway if they get too big for your space. Hydrangeas are also perfect to transplant this time of year when they're dormant. Go ahead and dig them up, try to get as much root ball as possible, relocate them. Remember, hydrangeas love about 4 or 5 to 6 hours of sunshine in the morning. That's when they bloom best. I'm Chris Olsen. This is Today's Home.